coaches who completely transformed their team. Back in December 2023, Nottingham Forest were in serious trouble. They had only won once in 13 matches, were sitting near the bottom of the Premier League table, and even got hit with a points deduction for breaking financial rules. So fans were already starting to fear that after finally coming back to the Premier League for the first time in 23 years, they were about to fall straight back down. But then the club made a decision that would change everything. You see, they hired a Portuguese manager named Nuno Espirito Santo right before Christmas, and almost immediately things started to look different. Forest won against Newcastle in his very first week, and just a few days later, they beat Manchester United in the league for the first time in almost 30 years. Those wins gave the players and fans new belief, although the job was far from over. But what made Nuno special was not just the results, it was the way his team started playing. The thing is, instead of pressing high up the pitch like most teams, Nuno taught Forest to sit in a mid-block, staying compact and organized. This made it really hard for opponents to break them down. And when Forest won the ball, they countered with lightning speed through players like Anthony Elanga and Callum Hudson-Odoi. While they did not care about keeping the ball, they just cared about creating chances fast, and it worked. But the real breakthrough came the following season. What I mean is that after a full preseason to drill his tactics, Forest went from relegation candidates to one of the surprises of the league. There were times when they were as high as second place in the table, although they finished 7th place in the Premier League, their best finish in 30 years, and qualified for Europe for the first time since the mid-1990s. Along the way, they even beat Liverpool at Anfield for the first time since 1969, and pulled off a famous victory at Old Trafford. But sadly, the story does not have a happy ending. As it turns out, despite all the success, Nuno's relationship with the club's ownership broke down. Just 3 games into the next season, he was fired, and I post football stories like this one every single day. Follow if you want the algorithm to show them to you.